Hello, hello, hi, geekpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Monday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I help folks like yourself make money online using the social media space. I help you create your side gig. And if you've been thinking about, um, hey, I should have a side gig, right? I should have something else supplementing my main income. Drop the word me in the comments, and I will get back with you right after this live. As you're joining me live, would love to know where you're tuning in from or what time is it where you are. Let's do what time it is. What time is it where you are? Queen Sheba, hey, how are you? Aunt Kitty, hey, how are you? I was going to text you. I hope you're feeling better. Buzzy, that's cool. Spa lady. Very nice. Some of you on TikTok have the coolest usernames, and some of you have to be careful with your usernames. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. We are live on all channels: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, later X, Threads, and LinkedIn. If you're not following me, follow me. I am the coolest. And I'll be sure to follow you back. So, welcome. Got an interesting one for you. Last couple days of 2024. Who is fired up about 2025? I have, most of the people I've talked to had a rough 2024. Was that the case for you? Drop a one in the comments if you had a rough 2024 and cannot wait for 2025. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I'll be sure to follow back. On Kitty, yes, I know. I feel the same. I'll drop a one for myself as well. By the way, it is 9:41 p.m. here in Southern California, excuse me, and it's chilly. I'm telling you, it's chilly. It's chilly. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the quiet ones, the introverts. Most people think that I am an extrovert. I am an introvert, and I've done a couple of psychology tests, like personality tests, and I am definitely an introvert, which is surprising to a lot of folks. But tonight, I want to share with you four types of introverts. See if you fall into any of these four. Now, I know most people are probably introverts. I don't know. I don't run into a whole lot of extroverts where they're just, you know, but most of the time I run into mostly introverts. So thank you for all the loves. I really appreciate all the hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Keep going. Thank you, Aunt Kitty. And so the first type of introvert is what they call a social introvert. A social introvert is somebody who has no problem going out, especially if it's close friends or family, people that they know. Oh, thank you for the gift. So, hey, that is cool. I got a little hat and mustache. That's so cool. So they go out with their friends and family and close friends, and they don't have any problem with going out and socializing with close friends, but they do need to recharge and they need to come back home and recharge like an electric car they got to plug in. You know, I'll tell you at the end which one I am. The next one is a thinking introvert. This is the person that is got the heads in the clouds, is dreaming all day. They're really, really in tune with their feelings and emotions, but they're mostly like really daydreaming and they're just kind of in their own space, you know. Third kind is the anxious introvert. This is the one that they usually don't go out, or if they do, they end up overthinking everything they said. They overthink everything they did, and so they just kind of stay away as much as they can. They don't really go out because they get really anxious, of their actions and their speech. Um, Here you go again. Who's this dude? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. You really need to get your facts checked, bro. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't play these games. All right. And the fourth one is restrained introvert. This is they much rather stay home, relax, and take their time and be in their own space. They will go out if it's thoroughly organized. If it's been planned really well, if it's organized really well, then they will go out. But they prefer staying home. So you got the social introvert, you got the thinking introvert, you got the anxious introvert, and you have the restrained introvert. Thank you, Princess Patty Cakes. What's going on? So can you guess which one I am? I'm definitely a social introvert. I don't have a problem going out, even with strangers. I don't have a problem to go out, but I definitely I can't stay out. I gotta come home. I gotta recharge. I gotta get in my own space. So hey, Princess, that you said me too. That's cool. Yeah, I definitely gotta recharge. I can't stay out for too long. Um, you know, totally you. That is so cool. Yeah. Most people think that a social introvert is an actual extrovert, but that's not the case. There's a big difference because introverts, see, the way I explain it is this. Rick says he's a homebody, so most likely you're either restrained introvert or anxious introvert. Thank you for the rose. So most people think that social introvert is an extrovert, but there's a big difference between introvert and extroverts. And the way I explained it is this. I have been doing Facebook Lives. You've seen me on lives. I do skits. I get out there, have fun, dub smash, make fun of myself, all that stuff. That's all great and dandy. However, the way I say it is I'm pretty loud, but I'm very private. So I may make a lot of noise. I may be open to a lot of things. I may speak a lot of things, but at the same time, I'm very private with my own life. I'm not one of those guys that would post on my stories what I eat, where I go, what I do. If you followed me for any length of time, you see that I rarely post stuff like that. I just post content that I produce myself, and not really like, oh, I ate this. Once in a while, I do. I post what I have cooked, but that's kind of once in a while. I haven't done that for a while. I don't know why, but so I'm pretty private, but at the same time loud. So a lot of people think, oh, just because it's a social introvert, that's an extrovert, but it's not, because introverts don't really share a whole lot of information about themselves unless they really get to know you. Why do you have that necklace? Why not? Why shouldn't I? You don't like my necklace? What's up with that? Come on now. This is one of my favorites. And control everything. Yeah, that's funny. Who controls everything? The extroverts? Demure. Demure? So yeah. And I'll tell you this, I've been in sales for a long time, and I can tell you this, and I've trained a lot of salespeople. I've been in sales for a long time. So I'll tell you this. Some of the best salespeople are introverts. I know you may find this as a shocking, but I'm telling you, some of it's a rosary cross. It's actually a necklace, but it's beaded, which is really cool. It's some of the best salespeople, like I said, some of the best salespeople are introverts. And no way, you have the same necklace? What? Are you serious? Bingo. We got to connect. That's awesome. If you're not following me, follow me for sure. I'm having internet problems tonight. No, Skywatcher. So yeah, if you think like you're an introvert and you can't get into sales, man, let me show you some introverts that are amazing at sales. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's one of my favorites actually. But yeah, so if you think you're an introvert and I can't sell, I'm an introvert. Please, let me show you some killers that are introverts and are rocking the world. So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. A couple of announcements. First of all, do not miss tomorrow. Tomorrow's live. I talk about why I do not do any New Year resolutions. It's not my thing. I have changed that. I think it's been 3 years to another concept, and I'll share that with you. I think it'll serve you well. So don't miss that. And I used to do a section on Thursdays called Thursdays with Sean, where I would interview somebody. I would bring on a guest and I would interview them. And this is a person who has gone through stuff and challenges, right? And now they have a success story to share. So I used to do that last year, and for half of the year I did it, and then I stopped. Again, I don't have a great reason for it. I have more like an excuse, but I stopped. But the good news is, some of you really like these sections because I'm talking about some of the rock stars in the industry that I bring. Like I interviewed Margie Prandi, who works closely with me, and she's one of the top 20 women in the world. Not in our company. We're talking all the network marketing companies, all the network marketing distributors, all around the world. She's top 20. Like she's a personal friend. Like I brought her. I interviewed her. I've done Michelle Barnes. I've done Joan Robinson. I've done David Simney, which is a rock star. I mean, I've interviewed some serious folks. And with that, I have a super guest for this Thursday, which is the first Thursday of 2025, the very first Thursdays with Sean this year. And it always happens at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I have a guest that is going to blow your mind. I'm telling you, you would never think that this person does what she does. I guarantee you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the gift. You will never know. I'm telling you, if you pass her by in the street, you will not think that that's what she does. And I am so happy, so excited to have her on. And I will post a poster and introduction and all that stuff tomorrow, and I will introduce her. But mark that in your calendars. This Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Thursdays with Sean, and I have a super guest for you. I'm excited to start this section again because it's so much fun, you guys. I interview some of these folks, and these are some people who have been on like big stages. I'm talking, superstars, right? And one thing that I have had the pleasure of hearing from them is that, man, you're such a good interviewer. And that just is cool because I spend some time putting the questions together for them. Most of them don't want to know the questions, which is really cool. So it's a surprise. I ask them some personal stuff, really personal stuff. And, so the whole thing about Thursdays with Sean, I'll give you this, is that, the people I bring on, some of you may know them, right? Some of you are in this space and know them. Are like, oh my God, that's Margie Ali Ramsey, that's John Melton, So you may know some of these people, and if you know them, you know of the glory. You know that they're rock stars. You know that they're on top of their game. They're on top of the mountain. They're the movers and the shakers. So you know the glory, but most do not know the story. And that's what Thursdays with Sean is all about. You may know the glory, but you don't know the story. And that's what we do on Thursdays with Sean. So I'm looking forward to it. My plan is to do 52 of them this year, not miss one. And let's see what the good Lord has in plan for us. With that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Don't miss tomorrow's live. And I'll give you this. If you don't have a word for the year, so I normally pick a word for the year that I focus on that word. And I'm gonna give you my word on Wednesday, on the 1st. But if you don't have a word for the year, this is a good time to think of a word for yourself that will represent you in 2025. It could be like my last year word was relentless. You can have relentless. You can have I can't give you my word, but yeah. So you get the picture. I don't know why I'm blanking out. I had all these words, but yeah. So if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. Tag a couple people as you go. I am Sean Azimi, and I help folks create a side income online using social media. If that is you, if you like to start something, make some extra money on the side, drop the word me in the comments, and I will get back with you right after this live. If you're not following me, follow me. We're live on all channels: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and I go with Sidekick Sean. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.